Over the past few decades, gaming has moved from being a niche hobby to an entire culture. Gamers work as teams or alone against horrible monsters, and sometimes even against each other. Over time, we've become used to things like orcs, goblins, and even dragons. Creatures all born in myths and legends are now part of a new age of gaming legend, and no other game series I've found delves deeper into the old legends for new monsters and gods than Megami Tensei. So if you're curious about the history behind that demon you just gutted for XP, stick around and we can learn something about our fallen foes together. I'm your instructor Saigan, and welcome to St. Hermelin High. Good afternoon, class. Glad to see you're all still here after the disgusting information shared with you in our session about slimes. Today's lecture, I promise, is a tad less vile. Ukobach, also known as Urobach, grabbed a bit more of my attention than the average gaming monster when I first encountered one in Persona. He was a familiar face, and I had recognized him instantly as the spoon and flame-wielding annoyance from the Castlevania masterpiece, Symphony of the Night. However, the name had been localized as Gremlin for the North American release, and although we will most certainly do a future episode on gremlins, I'll state right now that these are very different creatures. So let's get to the fun part. Where does the Ukobach come from, and how accurately is he being portrayed? Our earliest known written account of an Ukobach goes back to the 1818 French publication Dictionnaire Infernal, or Infernal Dictionary, by Jacques-Albin Simon Colin de Plancy, an occultist and demonologist. This book is a valuable research to occultists and hobbyists seeking information on things hellish and demonic. There is currently no English translation, but it is available free on Google Books, and I just so happen to speak enough French to deliver a translation. On page 376, there is a small entry which reads, Ukobach, démon d'un ordre inférieur. Il se montre toujours avec un corps enflammé. On le dit inventeur des fritures et des feux d'artifice. Il est chargé par Beelzebub d'entretenir l'île dans les chaudières infernales. Please excuse my poor pronunciation, but I believe this translates into Ukobach, demon of the inferior order. He always appears with his body inflamed. He is said to be the inventor of fried foods and fireworks. He is charged by Beelzebub, who is also known as Beelzebub, with maintaining the infernal boilers. So this little fellow with the spoon and the fire turns out as a maintenance man in hell. He's kind of like a little groundskeeper Willy, who's perpetually on fire, the Joe Dirt of Tartarus, the Beauregard for Gehenna, or Ethan Hawke's Vincent Freeman from Gattaca in Hades. What we have here in the Ukobach is the working stiff for the other side. And how do we treat him while he's on vacation? We treat him like just another monster. Friends, we have one of the most relatable demons visiting our world in these games. And now that I know him, maybe we should treat him better. That's probably all he wants is a break, just like you and me. If you ever meet one and he seems grouchy, you can bet it's because he forgot to patent those damned fireworks before China figured out gunpowder.